I didn't give you an intro. There we are. Okay.
I have to say...
Just keep chatting. I don't really care. I don't care what the topic is. I just want you to be on camera because I have found videos from 2021, 2022, and then this year we're going to have a video. So.
But I thought about something. There is
tell me about Greece. We never finished talking about that.
Greece.
So
Greece.
What did you do?
Okay. It's recorded now.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
There's little green.
Okay.
See the little green.
You have to tap this one.
to
cover this one.
Yeah, I know.
Because sometimes... Okay, last conference in Greece was very nice because Greece is a very nice country for me. I love it, like McDonald's.
Yeah.
To Greece, but there is a lot of very good friends there.
Yeah.
And the food is amazing food. I like the feta cheese.
Yeah.
They cook for us in a different way.
Really?
Yes.
How did they cook that?
For example, in a typical Greek salad.
Yeah.
And then they put a bread cover and put in the like a fry, no?
Okay.
It's very nice because they put a little quantity of salt and they change the flavor of the cheese.
Really?
Yes.
So they bread the cheese and then fry it.
Yeah.
Like for example, like halloumi in. Have you had halloumi cheese?
Yeah, more or less the same.
Wow, delicious.
This is a famous sauce. I don't remember ¿cómo se llama? I don't remember the name of this famous
the Greek
sauce.
Tzatziki.
Yes.
Yeah, I love tzatziki. That's my
very
favorite.
Nice. They put a feta in like I don't know in English like a rollito de primavera. It's more or less the same.
The same spring roll.
Yeah, spring roll. Spring roll in the same way, but they introduce a feta there inside
so it's like
this
a
roll,
melty...
and they fry again. Like,
oh
imagine.
My god!
And then you have to mix this one with a teriyaki sauce. Tzatziki sauce, and then you taste terrible. And they test a different meat.
Yeah.
For example, chicken in like a barbecue.
Yeah, that's my question. Is how do they do meat over there? Do they grill everything, or is it kind of depends on the dish?
No, it depends because, for example, I don't know very well. In the case of this last restaurant, it's like a family farm, and they have access to a lot of different kind of meat.
Yeah,
it's like very very freshly because you can taste. Yeah. And one curious thing is they put fried potatoes.
Yeah.
Every place.
Really?
Yeah, this is you take or you order a salad, they put fried fries.
Like French fries on top?
Yes.
Are they like sticks
like
or little like chunks?
No, like a stick. It's like a gift for you.
That's so funny.
Because they know this is a more typical plate for everyone in every place, and then you have to again to put these potatoes in the tzatziki sauce, and then you can eat a lot.
Oh, delicious. Man, see, I always have the idea that this Mediterranean diet is so healthy that you're talking about fried cheese spring rolls, and French fries. And
yeah. But it's like they have to maintain your attention on the table when they prepare the dishes, and then they take advantage of this typical dish to everyone in the table are speaking or talking about something. I think it's good for him. No? But for me, the Mediterranean food is the best one at the world. Sorry for your American food.
American food is not great. I agree with you. But to be honest, American food is kind of a combination of every culture's food, though.
Yeah, but I think you have a lot of influence of the British food. And then the British food is not good.
No.
And then what is the most famous dishes in America? Barbecue.
Yeah,
in the film, the people say barbecue.
Very American food would be barbecue or hamburgers, hot dogs.
Like in Australia. It's the same.
The barbie.
Yes, that's why the influence from I don't know, because in UK there is a lot of barbecue because the weather is very bad. I don't know why in the American you have this
I guess so, I don't
traditional.
know. Yeah, I don't know. I do like Mediterranean food though, it's the best. And I'm reading a book right now about the bacteria that live in your gut and the kind of health related to that. And she kind of analyzed the Mediterranean diet but from a social emotion perspective.
Sure.
It's not only the quality and the bacteria that you receive from the food, but it's the eating with a big group and communal meals and like the emotions you feel when you're at the beach.
No, for sure.
It's really interesting.
If you are healthy, you have a different emotion.
Your
¿cómo se está el ánimo?
Your mood.
Your mood.
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 Yeah.
Your mood, everything is well. Your mood is good, no? If you have or you eat very good food
Yeah.
because you don't have a kind of pain relation with your stomach,
Exactly.
and then
Yeah, it's true.
or you get to sleep very well because your diner good very well
Yeah.
because you eat a lot of very quality good product.
Yeah. You're happier and you have those memories, and so the next time you eat the food,
Yeah.
your body responds to the memories you have too.
Yes, because we are animal. I told you a lot of time.
Yeah.
It's the animals based on a different sense, no?
Yeah. I have to send you this book. I do think you would really like it. It's fascinating. But yeah, it talks a lot about the Mediterranean diet.
You have to travel to this part to the Greece because it's a no more touristic part. It's a Peloponneso coast,
Yeah.
Peloponneso island because it's not island because
Island.
because it's not the name is Peninsula del Peloponneso.
Okay.
It's island. Well, it's not island. It's like Spain. No, it's connected to the
We would
to the
say,
continent with only one part.
What is the name? An isthmus is the name of that thing. What is?
Isthmo, but Isthmo.
Yeah, Isthmo.
Isthmo.
That's
English, maybe.
isthmus.
I don't know.
But I think what is it called? There's another name for the.
For example, Spain
Okay,
now is
I
connected
know,
with
it's
the
one.
continent for
Yeah.
French, no? The point
What
of
is the name
connection.
of it in Spanish?
Peninsula.
Peninsula, the same.
Peninsula, but this
Yeah.
is the same, no? Peloponneso Peninsula.
Okay, peninsula.
And this is famous for the work in the past, no?
Yeah.
In the Athens. It's very nice.
Very good. Yeah, I would love to go. Honestly, that picture you sent me was beautiful.
Yes, true. I sent you the picture, yeah.
Yeah.
But
And how was the actual conference? And the
yes,
presentation?
it's the place we have the conference in front of the sea.
I hate you.
I talk with the organization there, no, the committee organizer, and it's impossible. We are talking about cancer, chemistry, different therapies in front of the sea, please.
That's impossible.
You have to change the place the next time. Okay, but it's very nice, Iván. Okay, but I am thinking in the sea, not in the presentation, not in the conference, not in talk with you.
Exactly.
But the place was very nice.
And
Patras.
how did people like the video, and did they like the presentation?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, sure.
Did you meet any new people or new contacts?
The people there.
Mm-hmm. For example, like people that you would write things with in the future, or
No, for sure, because this is a cost action.
Yeah.
It's a special project or program in Europe Commission, no?
Okay.
In European Commission, in which they try to put in with the relation or create a new red with a different specialist, no? Chemistry
network.
Yes.
Network. I would say, professional.
Yeah, the idea is to create a network with a different specialist inside this network. For example, we are chemists. There is a medical doctor. There is a biologic. There is a therapy. There is a different specialist in which they have to find a solution for some problem. In this case, it's cholangiocarcinoma. It's a cancer for the hepatic system, and it's very dangerous because the percent of survival is only 1 or 2%.
Very low. Yeah. Wow, very low.
And then that's why we get a new one to follow with this, and I think it's so important. That's why we are in contact, maybe for 4 or 6 years more year, and then we have a meeting each 6 months in order to put in contrast a different point of view, or we develop a new synthetic molecule in order to use in another kind of therapy or modify the other one. That's why we have to touch and contact for mail. For sure, if you show the list of email list, there is 100 names in the list.
My God. Do people reply all on the
email? Yes.
Oh my God.
And then when someone reply, or normally the people only reply the IP of this. There is a different Word packages, and for example, there is a two responsible for each package. We have
two managers.
Two managers. Okay. Yeah, but it's not managers. They say like IP of the Word package.
Okay.
There's a big coordinator,
Coordinator,
and then there is an IP for each Word package. There is two.
Okay.
Because in the first time there is only one, but it's a lot of work for one person to coordinate another 100 person.
Maybe you could say the lead IP.
The lead, maybe, yes.
yeah.
And then they decide to put 2 different leads for each packages, and we have 7 packages. And imagine, no, maybe I don't know, man. Maybe we are 200, something like this, people in the.
We are 200.
200.
We talked about this.
200 people.
There are
They are.
200.
They are okay.
Do you remember this? I don't know if we've done this together, honestly. I did this earlier in the school year.
Okay, they are 200 of us. Okay.
Of us or of them.
Yeah.
Or there were. Right? So this is, in English, instead of using the active verb, we kind of use a passive. There are
Okay, yeah.
200 of us. Good.
And that's why, so now there is the lead or the IP of this work package.
Yeah.
Now actually are in, nowadays are in Rome. No, actually no. Nowadays, so
There were.
currently in Rome.
Currently in Rome, or
For
Good.
the last part of this action cost action,
Yeah.
with a different company in order to translate our results to the company, in
Okay,
order to
I
try
see.
to advance in this kind of cancer because it's terrible.
I guess
No.
so. But what is the next step? I guess.
The next step is try to get some company in order to do the preclinical and clinical trial because it's the more expensive.
most expensive.
Most expensive,
parts,
yes,
always.
yes. Maybe for the preclinical you need 2 or 3 million of euros to,
Because of the participants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then you need to get. No, this first part, the preclinical, is performed with a dog or monkey,
Okay.
but you need close to 3 million of euros.
Just for the dog or monkey.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
And
then,
how many participants are there? Just one dog at one mark.
no, more than.
25.
I don't know. It depends of the number of you. They say, ¿cómo se dice esto? The value or the ratio, no,
Yeah.
the results.
Ratio.
Yeah, no, you can use one result to say, okay,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, you need maybe
Quality.
yes, 10 or 20, I don't know.
Yeah.
And the next step is the clinical trial, and then you need to do the test with a human
Exactly.
in order to study the different effect or the secondary effect. And then you have to do another one more. Is here in Spain the people say ciego,
Blind. The blind. Same.
because you don't know who patient is treated with a
With this
placebo,
treatment, placebo.
or the real,
treatment.
or both.
Yeah.
Or but nobody knows anything
Yeah, the
about
doctors
that.
don't either.
No,
yeah,
no,
yeah,
no.
yeah.
Because they can influence, no?
Exactly.
They put influence to the other one to, okay, this one,
Has this.
yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
It's a double blame.
Double blind. Yeah.
But it's expensive.
Imagine. Yeah, I think anytime you have human participants too, it's a lot of money. It's very expensive.
Yeah,
right?
because you have to pay because maybe someone died.
Yeah, you don't know.
The test.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah, that was in this conference in Greeks. My boss explained my boss, another professor from Sapienza University of Rome, explained the difficulty to get or to get some compound go to the market, no?
Mm.
Because you invest a lot of money,
Invest.
a lot of money, you develop 1,000 of molecules, and only one
Yeah.
arrive to the final goal, no? But there is a lot of million invest in this one
I
because
guess so.
maybe some company can to do that, no? But in our case,
Yeah.
the public university, in the public university, there isn't this system to do this travel, no? From the university to the company or to the. There is a OTRI, no? The people say, no, the OTRI is the organismo transnacional, the blah, blah.
Okay.
But it's not true. They don't work in anything.
No. So what is the solution? What do you do then?
To create the real institution
So
capable to pass the result of the university or the research group to the company and then to the normal people, no, the
real.
people our life, no.
exactly.
But there is no in Spain there is no this kind of company or this kind of public
Intermediary.
institution, yeah, intermediate.
Yeah, that's really frustrating.
Yeah, every university has this space because it's mandatory to have this kind of commission or staff or blah.
Yeah.
But they go 2 times in the year to a special conference to show we have 100 molecules.
Yeah.
You have
it's
to
not-
tell every day what someone. You have to call one time, 2 times, 3 times, every time.
That's really frustrating, especially because you already have so much work with the actual work of
Yeah,
this.
it's frustrating for us, but it could be more frustrating for the government.
By
Because
the
the government, no?
Yeah.
The government give us money to do that.
Yeah, I guess so.
And finally, we are a company.
Well, you can only do so much too. They can't expect you to have. If there's no intermediary group, they have to know this as well.
Yeah, this
I
is
would
difficult.
think.
No. Maybe now, for example, in our case, we are working with another company,
Yeah.
not with the university. The university knows we are working with the other one. But the university say, okay, we are part of this negotiation, no? Okay, but why? Because you are part of the university, and then all your knowledge is by the university, not for you. And they say, okay, you pay me, and it's true, no? But it's so frustrating that you say, okay, come on, you have to work more
Yeah.
in order to trasladar,
To transmit, maybe.
to transmit this knowledge to the company.
Transmit this knowledge to the company. Good.
What is normally the people knows the last development in the computer or artificial intelligence, mobile phone, motor cars, but not the chemists or not the physicists.
Yeah. And it's really important. That's something that I'm passionate about too. Is that the general public doesn't know what's happening in science.
That's why.
Yeah. I mean, you have magazines, and if you're very interested, you'll read academic articles, but 1% of the public.
Yeah, but I think it's not good to do. For example, now there is a lot of opinionists in the YouTube or in Instagram say, no, you have to drink alkaline water because it's better for your. Come on, no. What is your knowledge to do that? To say that?
You're not the scientist.
No. The pH of the stomach is acid, and then you have to neutralize with the alkaline water. You are stupid, man.
Yeah.
You need acid media inside your stomach because you need to destroy the protein, destroy the different nutrients. Like people say, no, macronutrients and micronutrients. No, there is no macro and micro.
Yeah. So you're saying alkaline water is negative. It's a bad thing.
The water is no alkaline, it's neutral.
Yeah.
Or the real water is close to the acid, it's 5.
Yeah.
5.5, 6.
Okay.
This is in the neutral way because there is nothing in the water possible to change this characteristic. For example, the real water the water is not capable to conduct the electricity.
Because of that, yeah. I guess so.
Yeah, if you have a different ions inside the water.
Yeah, then it changes.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Okay.
That's why it's bad.
Wow, I never thought of that. Because everyone is hyping up alkaline water. Yeah, that's true.
And
But it really doesn't matter.
Yeah, and it's not important for the life. The people only think in the science. For example, now for the COVID was a very nice example. No, the researchers have to get the solution. Why?
Yeah.
You never call me in order to know. Oh, Iván, how are you? You need something? You need money?
Yeah.
No, I have a pain here. I need a new medicine or drug to. Oh no, I have a cancer. No, someone.
I know, it's only to get from you. I know. I think it's crazy that people manipulate science so much into making money or using it selfishly.
I think the problem is not the people, is
The organizations.
no ¿cómo sería? We ourselves
Good.
manipulate sometimes because we have a different opinion and we start a stupid discussion in a Twitter or in a YouTube and Instagram based on my result, based on another result. I think it's the not real science. You have your result, I have my result. We have to get a very nice discussion about the possibility to get a point in common in order to transmit this nice result to the normal people and to talk about the true or the false or the advantages of this new development. No?
Yeah, I agree. So you're saying having the open discussion.
Yeah, open discussion, but always with respect and the real data.
Of course, I agree. Those are the two important things.
Yeah.
If you don't have truth behind the discussion, what is it? I don't know, objective truth, right?
Yeah, for sure there is a lot of, for example, no, you have to use a green energy, you have to use electrician vehicles. Okay, but you know how much to get electricity for one motor, for example? How is the cost?
Exactly.
What is the real cost?
I know, and is it more or less sustainable? Is it better or worse for the planet?
Is sustainable, is true or not?
What is the true cost? I know.
Because you have to use a lithium. Sodium is so toxic.
I know.
What is
it's important to talk about because everyone has an agenda to. Yeah.
That's why. What is the problem? The big company, the people say, no, it's a conspiracy in theory, no? The big company move the rule of the world. Always they do it. It's no new. But it's true, we have to do something in order to manipulate this idea of the big company in order to get our objective, not the objective company. And the company move to get or to try to get our interest because it's the interest of the company.
That's a big statement. Yeah.
For example, I think the best solution for us now for this climate change is to use the nuclear energy mixed with the renewable energy.
Yeah.
In order to renewable energy. In the future, maybe in 10 years, we get a very nice compromise between nuclear energy and because now there is a very nice experiment ITER is the fusion nuclear. I only make a mistake with the fusion and fission. I think it's fusion. Nuclear fusion in which they create water based on deuterium and hydrogen.
Yeah, you're right. I think it is fusion.
There is no residue because you create water and you can get a lot of quantity of energy with 1 milligram of this deuterium water. It's a new experiment. ITER is in France.
Of course, they're really researching this in France.
That's why, because this is the first prototype of fusion company or fusion nuclear reactor. Yes, because at the moment it's impossible to create this one because there is a lot of technician problem,
technical problems.
Yeah, technical problem.
Yeah, but I've heard that the potential is there for sure. Like even in my sustainability program, when we were studying this